Hey guys, and good morning. We are in day 10 of summer, and today is the delivery day for all our cows. So we've got a little bit of work to do yet before our cows show up. We have gotten word that our forage wagon is down at the shop, ready to be picked up. We're just going to head on over here in our 6R and pick up our mower. We're going to pick up the front mower from the arable farm, and we're going to use that in conjunction with our forage wagon to collect some grass to feed our cows off with. And by that point in time, it should be about time for our cows to start showing up. Recall they told us that the delivery guy was probably going to be here around 8:30 with the first load. And I think the trailer they're going to use will be able to hold 20 cows. So it looks like they're going to have to take 5 trips to get all 20 here. So it's going to be basically a day full of... there's the mower we still have on our 8530. It's basically going to be a full day of having cows come into the farm. As we get that done, we're going to have to start feeding them, obviously caring for them, so that will go into our time budget going forward. Let's put this mowers over here. We're going to basically back up. Put the back mowers back here in the back for now. And we'll put the front mower over here. And we'll just leave our 8530 there for now. All right. See if we can't go get that forage wagon. It's over at the shop. It turns out when I was telling you the other day that we had already bought all of our equipment, I was mistaken, as you can see by our balance. It appears that the forage wagon was never charged until last night. So down to $982,000. A little lower than I'd like to see it, but I think we're still going to be fine. As I said, we got our cow for $3,600 a head, which is $1,400 cheaper than they normally are. And even after we pay the delivery charges of about $20,000, it's only going to be $380,000 to get our 100 cattle. Should be able to make that up in milk over the next period of time. I mean, it's not cows are obviously not a short-term gain; they're a long-term play, but they will pay for themselves over time. Our little forage wagon. We don't need anything real great to pick up our grass. This thing will still hold far more grass than we're going to need to feed at each feeding. So that's about all we really need. I've done some calculations, and as best I can calculate, we're going to need about 5,000 liters of grass for our cows the next few days. And I think this forage wagon holds 20,000 liters or so. So it still holds about 4 times more grass than we really need at any one given feeding. Just going to go ahead and oh, whoa. Not think the gate would swing that way, but at any rate, we're just going to mow some grass in here in their pasture. They don't seem to be able to eat it directly, so might as well use the grass that's in here. If they're not going to feed off of it, then we'll just mow it and feed it to them. That's what I'm thinking. Like I said, we only need about 5,000 liters, so nothing huge. Just going to mow as much as we need. And if for some reason our calculations are off, well then we'll just come in here and pick up some more. I'm pretty confident that we're only going to need just this little bit. Now we will need to feed them every 2 or 3 days, but I think they're only going to use about 5,000 liters of grass every 2 or 3 days. So go ahead and see here. We're just about ready to cut it off. Let's see here. Let's go to 5,000 to be just sure. All right. So that grass should hold us for what we need to do. We're gonna try to conserve our grass via pasture here as much as possible. Trying to drive back out the way we came in. Then we're just going to park this here. And probably go ahead and shut this gate here. Like I said, it looks like it's going to be first load of cows should be here just about, in about a half an hour. So just hang out here and play with the chickens. Oh, there's one. Time. They should be here any moment now, I think. Get it or not? One's always the hardest to get. Well, at any rate, just stand out here and see if we can't see our truck come in. Truck should be coming in any moment now, I would think. They seem to be just a little bit late. They said they would be here around 8:30. Looks more like they're going to be here around 9 o'clock. Oh, here it looks like they're coming down the lane right now, so it's cool. see if we can't go ahead and get these first 20 cows offloaded. Oh, he's coming in here awful hot. He knows where he's going. Sure do have him packed in there, that's for sure. Well, let me go ahead and open up this gate for this guy. All right, come on back. All right, that's the first load. Should be back here in just a little bit with the next load. They are. Checking the grass out. It doesn't seem like they care to bother actually eat it, but at any rate, going to be checking it out. So we should probably also go ahead and get our feed mixer ready. TMR mixer. So let's go over here and I guess pick up our need to put our John Deere mower away. Hook from our forage wagon. Put the mower in here for now. And get our mix wagon. So we parked that over here for this shed. Go ahead and pick that up. And we'll probably just put it over here out of the way. We don't want our truck to run into us. And we'll just hang out here and just kind of wait on the next load to come back. All right, looks like second load is finally coming in here. It's taken about, I don't know what, looks like maybe an hour or so between trips to get them in here. So like I said, it's going to take about all day to get our cows in here. Got another load. Packed in, that's for sure. Alright, I'll help this guy back him up, and we'll just kind of hang out here and wait, because I don't want to go and start feeding them and basically put a bunch of feed in there. So we're just going to feed them once all the cows are in. So guys, it was an interesting turn of events. The guy asked me if I wanted to drive a couple loads, and I had all the appropriate paperwork and licenses to do so. But we're going to take a couple loads of our bring a couple loads of our cows home, the good old-fashioned way, and bring them home ourselves. So I hope I don't make a big old mess of this, that's for sure. Go on out here. Got 2 loads down. We're going to need to get 3 more. More loads, including the load we're getting right now. The guy told me it's going to be kind of tight back here at the dock, and in fact, this double height trailer really doesn't go back into the loading dock the way it's supposed to. said, but basically if you position it kind of in the back corner, the guys will kind of bring the cows on around the back way and load them up into the trailer. Just going to try and see if we can't get that accomplished. Alrighty. Said what we need to do is we need to pull in and I'm going to go around the back and make a U-turn here at the root crop sales area. Make a big old turn here and no one will seem to bother us. And then what he said, hope that didn't take too much of the building out. There we go. Basically we back up in here to this corner and they'll be able to load the cows up. And then we'll be able to go ahead and bring them back to the farm. So I know I could have done, we could have just had them all delivered, quote unquote delivered, and pay the delivery fee. The delivery fee would have been $20,000 for 100 cows. And when I looked at the lease cost for this Tatra truck and this double deck animal trailer, the lease cost was basically about $20,000. It was maybe a couple $100 more. But I decided that I'd rather just haul the cows to the farm as opposed to just have them poof and appear. So it's about the same cost to have them delivered or to deliver them ourselves. The truck lease. Definitely don't need to buy this trailer or buy this semi. There's no reason for us to own a semi at this point, and the expenditure would really just be an excessive expense. So we're just going to lease it. It's only going to be, we're on our third trip now. Only got 2 more trips, so it's easily done in a game day to bring these on up in here. Farmyard is a little tight, but it's not too terrible bad. It's easy enough to navigate around. Now we will have a little bit of an interesting deal. We do have to care about our building roof there. This trailer is fairly tall, and that roof line, as you can see, we just hit it. Roof line does come down a bit, so we kind of need to come around on the side and squeeze between the roof and the gate. And there we go. Alright, so we're up to 60. So just 2 more trips, and then we'll have everything. So I'm not going to bore you all with that. We're just going to do these trips off camera, and when we come back we'll just do the token feeding of our animals. Alright, well, we've got all of our cows now. All 100 have been delivered. Now it's just time to start caring for them. First thing I guess we need to do is we need to mix up some power food. We're going to feed power food and grass because the power food will also go into the hay column. So we're going to mix up our power food. Uh-oh, let's turn here. Mix up our power food. First thing we're going to do is put some silage in. I'm going to shoot for about 8,000 liters of silage. This particular mixer does hold 22,000 liters, but right now we're just going to mix up 16,000. It's more than we're going to need for our initial feedings anyway. Let's see here. Tried to. Oh, here we go. Well, I tried to hit the R button to stop the mixing. That didn't seem to work. So park this here, and let's get our telehandler. And how we're going to do our mix is we're going to mix, since we don't have too much hay, we're going to basically use mostly straw or mostly silage at this point for our mix. We're going to see if we can't use these forks to do our feeding. Know that the top of the forks is kind of high. May need to go by some standard bale forks for the purpose of feeding. So go ahead and get one bale of hay. And see if that gets us our mix. There we go. So I said that I was pretty sure that we wouldn't need a whole lot of grass, and I was pretty confident that we wouldn't need more than 16,000 liters of TMR. That's because I've got a spreadsheet that I've been working on. And the spreadsheet basically tells me how much food, water, and straw the cows are going to need for the entire season and for the 3 days, for the first 3 days that, well, for the 3-day feedings. That's what I'm trying to say. So, go ahead and open this up. According to my spreadsheet, one bale of straw should more than suffice for our cows. Let's take a look. I have a full bar, 4,000 liters. According to my my spreadsheet, we should only need 1,300 liters of straw, so that's more than enough. All right, let's go ahead and park this here. Now, let's go over here to our TMR mixer, and let's see. Now, it's a little uncertain how much of this we'll actually need, pretty much because of two things. One is the amount of mix that is going to go into the hay column versus the power food column. So we have 16,215 liters. So let's go ahead and unload this. We'll see that we have it increasing both columns. Okay. And it is almost filled up both columns. But we're going to write these numbers down simply because I want to try to figure out what the ratio is of mix that is going into the food. So we had 16,200 I think I'll have to pull the real numbers. 10,079 and 607. Let's go ahead and pull on around. And we'll just dump our mixer here. Now let's go get our forage wagon. Our forage wagon. Oh, we had 5,000, just a hair over 5,000 liters. So, according to my spreadsheet, we should only need to feed 4,725 liters of grass to our cows. I am not, the way that gate opens, I am not lined up for that. I should have come around this way. Alright, so let's take a look. Upper gate here. I know I could have fed them at that trough, but I like to put grass here at the secondary trough, which for this farm is come on, out of the way. This farm is in this shed. Go ahead and back this on in here. Just drive through. Just walk right on through. Alrighty. Let's take a look. 4,771. So I'm off by 4 liters. Not too terrible bad. No, I said 4,725. That was 4,771. I was off by about 50 liters. Not too terrible bad in the big picture of things. This gate shut. We're going to go ahead and park this over here also. And the leftover grass that's in here will, I guess we should put this in the fermentation silo. Might as well not let it rot, right? We should just go ahead and let it make use of it. Alright. And the last thing we need to do is give them some water. So, according to my estimations, we should need to give them just about 4,000 liters of water. So our tank on our truck holds 3,000 liters. So we should be good to go with just over a load of water. Go ahead and water our cows and see how that works out. Park this on in here. And let's go on over here. truck. Let's go ahead. Back it up. I don't know if I can... Yep. Go. Back it up so it looks like we're dumping it in there. And let's see how it fills. Is it's dropping, the little water indicator. That's so cool. I like how that just tells you what's in it. Not the quickest empty, that's for sure, but hey. Sure does look good. Alright. 2,981. They've already had some water. Didn't fill this up. It appears that this is free water. Back this in. And unload that. And I'm thinking we're going to be about 4,000 liters. So let's go ahead and see what it says when it says it's full. And just a shade under 4,000 liters. Outstanding. I think my spreadsheet is pretty good. It's going to be fairly accurate, it looks like, at least for cows. So we're going to back this up over here. And we're going to eject this. Eject it. Alright guys, I'm going to close out this episode. So we have now introduced cows to our farm here on Churn Farms. We will now have to care for them every blessed other day, I believe. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you like, please go ahead and click the like button. If you have not subscribed, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Also, if you could check out the PCSG and 3 Dudes Gaming Network. Both of those sites are linked in my description below. And until next time, guys, happy farming.